Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, in the Minecraft Survival Manual. Here, Freely and I are bringing you the best ways, well, our ways anyway, of starting your new Minecraft world in Minecraft 1.14 and beyond. He's doing it his way, I'm doing it my way, and those ways, oh my goodness, are so very, very different. So make sure after this episode you go and take a look and see what Frill has done. Today, we are wrapping it up, so to speak, or at least I am wrapping it up. This is what you do once you've got all your stuff from the end. This is what the next things are. This is what your next steps are. What should you do now? What should be the next things you do? Do you get the feel of what it is we're going to be doing? It's the next steps. And actually, at the end of this, the way forward is entirely down to you. First thing is first. Shoot the wandering trader because they're very, very loud. But if you haven't got a gun, don't do that, obviously. It's first things first is you need to look at what the spoils of your trip to the end are. And the first thing I'm going to do, I've got to do this. If you watch my Avomance series, you'll know what I'm about to do. Oh, yes, you will. If you put the dragon head on a wall like that and you put a lever next to it and you turn that lever on, that's what happens. It's brilliant. I love it. And every time I walk past it, I will do that. I can't help myself. It's just like breathing. Anyway, we've got two of these lovely shulker boxes that we made. One, I put some stuff in to play with in a minute. And two is the rest of the junk that I put in the shulker box that I did put in there. Look at all that lovely stuff. It's amazing. Chorus flower, all sorts. Anyway, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, oh, wrong one. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take these shulker shells and we're going to start to make some more shulker boxes. Have I got some wood? I do. I'm going to take that wood. I'm going to come into my crafting table. I'm going to transform half of it and I'm going to make myself 16 chests. I don't need all the chests, but I'm going to make 16 chests because what we're going to do is we're going to get, because this is going to allow us to make 7, we're going to get 7 shulker boxes. Boom! Look at that. We are shulker boxed to the max. Well, not quite. We're shulker boxed to the tune of 9, in fact, but that's sort of to the max, isn't it? And then we're going to do this clever stuff because if they all look the same, look, so if they all look the same here, how do you know what's in it? So what you can do is you can come into your crafting table, you can take a shulker box, you can grab a die, doesn't matter what colour the die is, do whatever you want. Pop the die in there. Oh my goodness, it's a blue shulker box. And if I then come along, whop that shulker box there, boom. I now know that the stuff I put in the blue shulker box is in the blue shulker box. And it looks different to the standard undyed shulker boxes. I can do the same with other colours as well. Let's make a yellow one. Let's make a green one. And let's make a lovely red one. So now we've got a number of shulker boxes that I'm just going to pop around the place in a random way. This is appalling interior decoration. It's just awful. But each one functions as a fully fledged shulker box. Maybe the red one can be redstone. Maybe the green one can have plant matter in it. Maybe the yellow one could have all of your yellow wool because you've got a yellow wool fetish. I don't know. It's whatever floats your boat. But that is what you can do with your shulker box. Very exciting and lots of fun. The next thing we're going to do, if I got... Right, where is it? Yeah, we're going to take this stuff as well because we've got some important and very exciting things to do. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to turn all of this sugarcane into paper by doing a row of 3 sugarcane. Doesn't matter which one you put it in. If you put them in the top one, it's still the same. And we've now got very nearly 2 stacks of paper. We've now got a bit of a choice. We can make 3 different types of thing, all of which do the same thing, but one of them does it for longer. Let's get rid of that recipe book because it is annoying me. If I put paper there and I get gunpowder there, that gives me a flight duration 1 rocket. If I then put 2 gunpowder, flight duration 2 rocket. Makes sense, it's got more fuel, isn't it? 3 gunpowders, flight duration 3 rockets, which means that they basically shoot you for longer. Now, I am a great fan of flight duration 1 rockets. It's just a personal preference. That's what I like because then you can do swooping and stuff like that. So I'm going to make myself 32 times 3. That's a stack and a half of flight duration 1 rockets. And we're going to go and have a bit of a play. But in order to do that, I need these beautiful things. Before I do anything, however, I want to look after these things because these thin films of membraney wingness are proper precious. I mean, proper precious. So we're going to do something in this anvil. Look, because this elytra will break very, very quickly. I'm going to get 2 books, specifically 2 books. One is Unbreaking, and I have an Unbreaking 3 book. That means it takes longer for it to break. And 2, yeah, be prepared. Look what I managed to get myself. A mending book. I've only got the one, just the one. A mending book. So I'm going to put Unbreaking and Mending onto this elytra. I've got loads of experience that I nicked from really off in the last episode, so I may as well have it. So we've got enchantment cost of 3 to put Unbreaking 3 on the elytra, and then I'm going to put Mending on it, which is another 3, and I'm also going to change the name of the elytra, and I'm going to say Avo's Wings of Coolness. Yeah, because I'm so down with the kids with that, aren't I? Right, so there we go. Avo's Wings of Coolness, Unbreaking 3 and Mending. These are now absolutely awesome. And you can do some stuff with these that you couldn't do before. If I just get myself into my doodads and I put these on my back like this, and I turn myself around. You look at me. I've got all floaty wingness, and that is fabulous. Let's go and play. I am standing at the top of a very high wooden pillar. This is 32 blocks high. If I fall off of this, I'm going to die. Downright dead at the end of it. So I have to be very, very careful. But because I've got my floaty wings of coolness on, I can do something. I can walk off of this, and if I then activate the elytra by using my space bar, that then allows me to float. So it's a quick double tap of the space bar and you end up floating along. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk off of this, and when I've got kind of some floating going on, I'm going to right click this firework rocket with it in my hand. That is going to fire the rocket, and it's like a little jump booster, and it shoots me off into the sky. So I hope this works. I used to be rubbish at this, and I'm now like an absolute Top Gun airline pilot. And if you believe that, you believe anything. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm floating. Oh, I'm all floaty. And then I fire the rocket. Boom! How cool is that? I love flying so much. It's floating around, flying up. You can go really, really high as well. Let's just go up a lot. You can see the top of the beacon. We know that it's a very high place. We know that goes up to the top of the world. It's gone. Where's it gone? Why can't I see it anymore? Has it just gone all... Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we're really, really high. And then you can dive bomb and speed up your speed of descent. You can crash, so don't forget to swoop up again. Keep going upwards. And then when you stop, you just kind of fly around. It's brilliant. And then what you can do is you can fly up, allow that to finish, and then you can kind of hit the pinnacle like a roller coaster and then swoop down. And then turn up, and the momentum takes you up again above the clouds. Look, this is why I like the Power 1 rockets, because you get more of them. And you come down again, and you come up. And in this way, you can kind of go quite a long way with a very few rockets. I've already spammed absolutely loads, but these things are awesome. If I just, you can look at me, it's starting to get the green bar on them where I'm using them up. So be aware of that, but Unbreaking will help, and Mending obviously comes in very handy as well. You can see when you're a little way away, I can see my beacon line, and I'm going to come into land now. Just going to swoop around my first ever house, come down, and there we go. And I've landed. And see, that was like a professional. Now, when you've had a bit of practice at that, maybe not when the sun's going down, you can take off from the ground as well. You don't have to be on a very tall, high pillar like that. And what you do is you face yourself ever so slightly up, and you double tap the space bar. And at the same time of double tapping it, you right click your mouse. And it's sort of, every now and again, it does take a little bit of practice. So if I, like that, and there you go, you kind of take off like a rocket into the air. And yeah, okay, I'm not the best at it, I will admit, but it is a really, really simple way of getting yourself off the ground, and you only waste a couple of 3 rockets. Don't crash into anything, because if you crash into stuffs, it really, really hurts. Now, many people consider this to be the end of the game. You've killed the wither, you've killed the dragon, you've made a beacon, you've got all of the achievements. What else is there to do? Well, me and many more think this is the beginning of the game. This is where it all starts. It's sandbox. You can make it whatever you want it to be. Perhaps you want to play with your friends on a server and create an amazing world. Maybe you want to go out on your own and adventure up to hundreds of thousands of blocks away from spawn. It's entirely up to you. There are so many choices. Maybe you're the kind of person that wants to create clever farms so they have so much resource they don't know what to do with it. Maybe you're a huge castle architect and you want to create a medieval world. Maybe you're someone that just wants to make lots of amazing bases all over the place so you can go from one place to another. Maybe you're a person that likes to build amazing houses all over the place and perhaps connect those up to make some awesome looking cities, both modern and medieval. Or maybe you just want to explore with the sword in your hand, and that is an absolutely awesome choice too. So we have travelled through this Minecraft survival manual from our naked entry into the world, looking at mining, looking at building, looking at villagers, looking at enchanting and potions, looking at killing withers, and ultimately looking at killing ender dragons and exploring the end now they're completely dispatched. That is really all you need to know to be able to go out into your own world and do whatever you want. Frilioth will no doubt be creating some amazing farms for you, from iron farms to slime farms. Goodness only knows what. The man is a genius. But for me, this is the end of the Minecraft survival manual. Thank you for journeying with me. It has been an absolute joy to be able to create this series for you, and I hope that you stick with me with the other series on the channel. If you have enjoyed this video, please do go and see Frilioth's version of it. He'd be delighted to welcome you onto his channel. But do like it too. Slap that like button. It'd be great to know you've had fun. And also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.